Hi, I'm Jackie Wicks, co-founder, peer trainer, and I was just told that I had mascara under my eyes when we were making the soup because I just went running. So I just went up really quickly, washed the mascara out. So that's why I look a little different. It's really only 1 minute later.
You put mascara on before you run?
Of course not. It was from last night. Yes, that's my husband. So I'm going to make some rice on the side. Again, my husband's gluten-free. The vichyssoise will be great with some potatoes in it, but I always just put rice on the side. And this is my rice cooker. I don't know what I would do without it. My mother-in-law is from India, and obviously it's sort of a staple. Rice is a staple of Indian food, Japanese, so many different things. And she is the best cook I know. And when I saw a rice cooker in her kitchen, I said, why do you have that? You know, isn't it just easier to make in a pot? And she says, oh, the secrets of a rice cooker. So let me tell you why it's so easy. You put it in, you're gonna watch me put it in, and you walk away. You have perfect rice, and you never, ever, ever burn it. So I'm just gonna basically make 2 cups because that's enough to last for a couple days. And so I just measure it like this. And again, I'm really not that precise.
And what kind of rice are you using?
Always use Basmati rice. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy over brown rice versus white rice. We use white rice. You can certainly use brown rice, especially with the rice cooker. So I'm going to do 2 cups. Again, I'm not even, but let me tell you, if you do 2 cups and then 3 cups of water, the likelihood of you coming out with beautiful rice, beautiful Indian like basmati rice is very high.
So very simple. This is 2 cups, 3 cups of water, 2 cups rice.
3 cups water, 2 cups rice. 1.5 cups per cup of rice. And regardless of what the instructions are telling you on a rice package, 1 cup of rice, 1.5 cups of water. So watch this. You just saw me. Now, of course, if I had time and wanted to do this, I would soak it, I would put flavoring in it, I would do all these things. I don't have that. I'm putting it in, I press cook, and I'm done. And the only thing I have to do is when it comes on, when it becomes warm, when it's done cooking, they call it swishing a bit, and that's it. You unplug it, you're done.
You push it up.
So here, you see I sauteed the onions a little bit. Again, you don't have to do this, but I actually like the taste better, and I have a bit more time this morning. And I put in the garlic, and now I'm just gonna put it right in to the soup. You watch the whole prep time. And again, you know, if you don't have time to cut up vegetables, don't.
You can see them in there. You can see like the spinach.
You don't even have to.
Carrots, broccoli, onions, mushrooms.
This one is a very easy soup.
Now, did you put any water in there, or just?
I really didn't put water in this one, but a lot of times, especially when you're watching your salt, and you should. You can put water, but again, this particular soup had a lot of sodium, right? It had 570 milligrams for that whole bucket, and then for that whole box. Then I put a little bit more of the box. So let's say it had about 700 total. But this, I don't know if you can see this pot. This makes about 12 cups of soup. So you're really, you know, when you do 12 into 700, you know, you're talking about around 60 per serving. So really, depending on your salt intake, you know, a lot of times you see these big numbers, but of course, using simple math, you can say, wow, that's a little bit too much or that's not. Well, 60 milligrams a serving for me is not such a big deal. For my husband, it's not such a big deal. But of course, I'm not a doctor. I am just trying to make some healthy soup for my family. Always go to your doctor.
Most interestingly, why are you making this soup? What does the soup do to you?
Great question. I make this soup. I spend this 15 minutes because this is the only thing that I've found to date that tastes so, is a bunch of vegetables that taste so good and give me energy and make me feel so full. I'll have this soup in the afternoon and I actually won't be hungry for dinner. I won't even be hungry after dinner. And what I've found is that I see sort of trigger foods that I might like. I see pizza at Whole Foods, or I see, you know, different things, and I don't crave them because I'm so full from the vegetable soup. And, you know, everybody talks about the reason, or one theory, is that the reason that you're so hungry, the reason that you're emotional eating and you're snacking and snacking is because your body is craving good nutrients. It's craving the nutrients it needs to run. And one of these theories is if your body's actually getting the nutrients, suddenly you're not hungry for all those empty foods. That particular theory for me as an individual has been proven with this vichyssoise. And of course I just call it Jackie's Vichy because it's easy. And you know, again, you can put potatoes. But for me, it tastes so good. It's in my refrigerator or on the oven. It's so easy. My husband can just get some. And it lasts for a full day and a half to 2 days, depending on how much your family likes to eat. But it's such good vegetables, and it fills me up. What could I want more? Okay, if you are a Weight Watchers point person, I put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in here. There are maybe 10, as he just mentioned, there are like sort of 10 calories, or the entire 12 cup of soup pot, the entire pot has about 6 to 7 points. So, I mean, you're eating half a pot and you're eating 3.5 points of your day, and you're so full. The other day, I had this soup. I had almond butter and an apple and a couple others and some green tea and stuff for breakfast. By the time I was done, it was 7 o'clock. I had only eaten 8 points for the entire day, and 20 points is sort of when you're trying to do weight loss for a certain weight. I had only eaten 8 points, and I was full, and I didn't know what I was going to do. So it's just best thing I found. It's just delicious. And I got wordy, and so I'm stopping. But it was just phenomenal. So here, this is what it looks like, and we're just going to turn it down. We're almost done. So everything's very nice and soft.